Hey there, welcome to Flatbread Friday. Today we are going to make a fun pizza. I've wanted to do this for a while. I had some chicken breast in my freezer and also the end of a bag of tortilla chips with undippable chips. So what I'm going to do is crush these up, coat the chicken with tortilla chips instead of with breadcrumbs, and we're going to make a Southwest crispy chicken pizza. So let's do it. Our chip pieces are in the food processor. Now we're going to put the lid on and we're going to crush them up. I'm going to give them a pulse or two and keep going until they're the right size. I think this will be a good texture. And now we're going to set up our breading station and cut up our chicken pieces. Here are chicken breasts. Kind of a lot, but whatever nuggets we have left over that don't fit on the pizza, we can eat them for a snack or on a little slider roll or something. We're going to cut them into bite-sized pieces. Chicken nuggets, sort of. About yo big. And we're going to keep going till they're all done. Our chicken is cut up into nice little pieces. And now we're going to build our breading station. First in line in our breading station is some all-purpose flour. Then we have eggs. Then we have our tortilla chip crumbs. And first thing we're going to do is season the flour with some salt and pepper, some onion powder, and some garlic powder, and incorporate that into the flour. That way we don't have to season the chicken, because this will season the chicken. And now we're gonna get to breading. Okay, we're going to place a few chicken pieces in our flour. And coat them up. Shake off the excess and transfer them into the egg mixture. It's not an egg mixture, it's just beaten eggs. Not mixed with anything, just egg. And using our wet hand, we're going to coat these pieces in egg. Let some of the egg drip off and transfer them into the tortilla chip crumbs. Now we're going to go back to our dry hand and top these off. Turn them over and press them in. And here you have them. Our tortilla chicken nuggets are all ready to go. I'm heating up the fried egg, and when it gets hot enough, we'll start frying them up. Our oil is ready. And in go our first batch of nuggets. That's full enough, maybe a little too full. Just move them around a little bit so they don't stick together. Get our pan out of the way, because I got another pan with paper towels to drain it on. And when they rise to the top, they're done. Our nuggets have risen to the top, and they are nicely browned. Beautiful and crunchy. And on we go to our paper towel. Here's what they look like up close. Crispy, crunchy, sizzly, and now we're going to do all of the rest of them. Here are our tortilla chicken nuggets. Like I say, there's a lot of them. And we're going to move forward and put together the rest of our ingredients for our Southwestern crunchy chicken pizza. We are now going to assemble the base for our pizza. And it's going to begin with a can of Rotel. Which I'm sure you know what it is, but it's tomatoes, diced tomatoes and green chilies. I drained it off slightly. I cut kernels from 1 ear of corn. In we go. A handful of sliced scallions. Some rinsed and drained black beans. Stir it up and see what our texture is like. Because I think we need to add a little bit of just plain old tomato sauce to this to make it spreadable and make it provide full coverage for our pizza. I got one of those big pizza doughs. So in goes the sauce. Just a little bit. Stir that around. Here we have our Southwestern pizza. We are now going to build our pizza. And the first thing we're going to do is sprinkle a little flour on a work surface. Spread it around, get it on your hands. And here's our dough ball. We're going to stretch it out. Kind of cold, so it's going to take a little while. We're getting there. I like to go around the edges as we've done this before and let the weight of it weigh itself down, stretch it out, and then we get into the middle and stretch it out from there. Now back down on the work surface to make it the right shape. I wish I had a round pizza pan because this would be a good one. But we're going to continue stretching it out. Make it rectangular. One of these days, like I keep promising, but it's not happened yet. It hasn't happened yet. All right, when we get it all shaped out, we'll be right back to have a look at it. The crust is all stretched out. Now we're going to perforate it all over to keep it from creating air bubbles and blowing up in the oven. Now comes our toppings. First thing that's going on is our Southwestern corn base and black bean, Rotel, scallions. Let's see how we do. Based on the heaviness and the wetness of this base, based on base. I don't know what I was thinking when I decided to do it this way, but I think this may end up being a knife and fork pizza. But what I was thinking at the time was, yummy! It's gonna be good. Next thing that's going on is some shredded mozzarella. Just a light sprinkling of that because we're going to put cheddar on top. But this will make it melty and creamy and extra cheesy. Our mozzarella is on, and now comes our chicken pieces. I'm picking the flattest ones because some of these are pretty raised. And we're gonna distribute them all over. Our chicken is on. This thing weighs a ton. And like I said, we're gonna finish it off with some cheddar. And then we're going in the oven. I had a few scallions left over, so I'm gonna pop these on top too. Okay. Here's our crunchy Southwest chicken pizza, and it's ready to go in the oven. And it's gonna take 20 to 25 minutes at 450 degrees. We're gonna make some crema to top off our pizza when it comes out of the oven. And that starts with some mayonnaise and some sour cream. It's a pretty big pizza. And we season that with some salt and pepper. Some cilantro. And some lime juice. If you have fresh limes, that's the best, but this is good lime juice too. And now we're going to mix this all together. And this is going to be a nice, creamy, tangy topping for our Southwestern crispy chicken. I needed a bigger bowl, but we'll get it done. Our crema is ready. The consistency is good. It looks like it can be drizzleable. And that's what we're gonna do when our pizza's done. So in a little while, we're gonna have a look at her. Our crispy Southwest chicken pizza is out of the oven. Browned, bubbly, melty, smelling fantastic. And now we're gonna slice it and serve. Here's what we look like sliced up. Because of the chicken thicknesses, there are some big pieces and some small pieces. So I picked a couple of small pieces. And it just looks so yummy. Now we're gonna top it off with some of our crema. I don't know how drizzly this is gonna be, but not too bad. And just a little bit of sprinkle of cilantro. And here we have it, our Southwest crunchy chicken pizza. And now we're gonna take a bite. Thank you for joining me for this week's edition of Flatbread Friday. I was wrong about being able to pick this up. You can pick it up just fine. And here's what we look like. Drizzled and cheesy and chickeny. And now we're gonna just go in. So yummy. And we'll see you again soon.